Well, USDA's been announcing a myriad of disaster aid programs for farmers and ranchers. Kind of sounds like everybody's going to get something, but you wonder, is it going to be enough to help some producers, and do others even really need it? Starting out, we'll look at the specialty crop assistance that's coming out through the Farmer Bridge Assistance Program. Now, that's especially important for sugar beet growers across our region. Looking at what USDA's told us so far, it's a little scant on details. $1 billion will be going out to specialty crop producers, so that's going to cover growers of dozens of different commodities. Payments will be based on 2025 planted acres, and growers will need to report those if they haven't already to their local FSA office by March 13th. Commodity-specific payment rates will be released by the end of March. Now, it's hard to see how there's going to be enough aid there to help so many growers, but the sugar beet industry has been very vocal on Capitol Hill, telling Congress that sugar beet growers are going to need more assistance. So I bet this isn't the end that we've heard about it. Now, for row crop producers, of course, that's where the bulk of the funds in the Farmer Bridge Assistance Program are located. $11 billion for producers of wheat, corn, soybeans, pulse crops, oil seeds, barley, a lot of different commodities in there. Now, we know the payment rates already. For most of the commodities in our region, it's going to be $20 to $40 an acre. Again, that's based on 2025 planted acres. Of course, the bridge payments are meant to get growers through 2026. Once we get to October and the new federal fiscal year starts, that's when the One Big Beautiful Bill provisions will be put into effect. That strengthen the farm safety net, increase those reference prices. We'll actually see the wheat reference price go from $5.50 bushel to $6.35, and barley's going to go up to $5.45. So a very positive movement there for growers, but first we have to get through the 2026 season. And we're going to talk about the aid that's going to be there for livestock producers, but first, a quick word from our sponsor.
From the beginning, we've worked closely with farmers. BNSF's ties to the agricultural community go back 175 years. Together, we've innovated to make the U.S. agriculture supply chain one of the most efficient and productive in the world. Our strong relationship powers BNSF still today and helps us move the nation like no one else can. At BNSF, we move the nation for you.
Well, USDA did not leave ranchers out of the disaster assistance, despite the fact that cattle prices are at or near record levels. Actually, what they were doing is just topping off producers from an aid program that was announced last year. Of course, that program helping producers out who dealt with drought, wildfires, flooding in 2023 and 2024. Now, USDA didn't hand out all the money all at once. They kept it back to make sure they could get funds to all producers, but now there's going to be some additional aid out there. So what we know at this point, just shy of $2 billion going to livestock producers. It'll be the final payments of the Emergency Livestock Relief Program. Producers impacted by floods and wildfires on non-federally managed lands will receive 100% of their eligible payment in a lump sum. That'll total up to $600 million. That one's pretty targeted on who's going to get aid. Now, the larger program is for producers who previously received factored drought payments. They're going to automatically get a second payment, bringing total assistance for those losses to livestock producers of more than $1.2 billion. Now, initially, when that program rolled out, payments were factored by 35% to ensure there were adequate funds. So now producers will receive an additional 8.2%, which, if a rancher qualified for all 5 months of drought impacts, they can expect to see an additional payment of $13 to $14 a head for 2023 and 24. Well, if you want more details, you can find all that information on our website at northernag.net. Thanks for joining us. Have a good one.